far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Wait,
hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
We enjoyed ourselves. I didn't do nothing Puffy did.
You.
Yeah.
Because you told the truth, Jock. And then after Diddy called you, you went back and tried to clean it up. But your all about is off the Stevie J's.
Diddy may be one of the most powerful names in music and entertainment, but not everyone has been scared to stand up to him, especially now that he is sitting behind bars. While many in the industry tread carefully around him, a few bold celebrities made it clear they weren't intimidated, not by his fame, his money, or his influence. These stars spoke up, pushed back, and weren't afraid to clash with Diddy when it mattered most. I am talking about 50 Cent, Eminem, Kanye, and many more. And now that Diddy is facing one of the biggest legal battles in Hollywood, what all these celebrities had to say before is starting to make sense. First, we have 50 Cent, aka the king of trolling Puffy. Now, y'all know that this man is the definition of don't care about consequences when it comes to beef. He's gone at Diddy's neck so many times it's almost a full-time job. The infamous, I'm not going to Puffy's parties because he hugs you from the front and the back at the same time. Quote, yeah, 50 wasn't playing around. In fact, he has been roasting Diddy for years.
I just won't go to the Puffy party. I don't go to the Puffy party. That shit, I need to hug you from the front and the back at the same time. It's uncomfortable.
And it all started when he was pushing his get rich or die trying era. Remember back in 2010, after Diddy linked up with Rick Ross, who, as you know, 50 has been at war with for ages? Well, 50 jumped on social media, calling out Diddy, claiming Puffy was making money off Biggie's name and not honoring his memory. Biggie's name should never have become Diddy's black card, 50 said, and ever since, they had been at odds against each other. Now, it's pretty clear that wasn't just a jab at Diddy. It was a direct shot to the heart of Bad Boy's legacy, showing how he does not fear Puff at all. Now, when you're talking about Biggie, you're stepping into a whole different arena, and 50 knew exactly how to push Diddy's buttons. And it didn't stop there. The confrontations got more personal over the years. By 2012, it was a full-blown war. 50 even called Diddy out after a weird shopping invite from Puff that was as uncomfortable as it sounds.
That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
I bet most of you guys already saw the video since it's been going around online ever since. This was even before all this Cassie mess started, and yes, 50 had been taking shots at Diddy's sexuality ever since. For those who are not aware, 50 had shared a story about how Puff once asked him out to shop, even telling 50 Cent he'll pay for it. Of course, 50 didn't let it slide, creating such friction between them. It was the kind of tension you could cut with a knife. Imagine that, 50 Cent, the man who made a career out of taking down rivals, wasn't backing down when it came to Diddy. The beef grew more intense, personal, and downright awkward through the years. In 2014, 50 posted a meme of Diddy hanging out with Rick Ross, implying they were all up to something shady. 50's always been good at planting seeds of doubt, and this was just another move in the ongoing war of words. He had no problem calling out Puffy's alliances, painting him as someone who could never be trusted. Even when Diddy tried to distance himself from Ross, 50 made sure to remind everyone that it wasn't just about rap, it was about power, influence, and who was willing to make a deal with the devil. But it's not just online trolling. 50 went hard, even speculating that Diddy had a hand in the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Oh wait, maybe I said that shit about boyfriend because he got Tupac killed. I thought it was for no reason, but it's not that. Well, the prison shit that I see online.
Something that's been rumored for years. And trust me, when Eminem got involved, 50 was ready to stir that pot, referencing the hitman Keffi D, who claimed Diddy paid for Pac's hit. 50 ain't scared to open those old wounds. In fact, when the feds raided Diddy's house in 2024, it was as if 50 was just waiting for the right moment to throw his jab. He trolled Diddy mercilessly on social media, insinuating that the mogul's empire was crumbling. And of course, 50 couldn't resist making jokes about Diddy riding around Miami on a bicycle. Yes, a bicycle. I mean, the memes practically wrote themselves.
I'm pretty sure it was Diddy that posted a picture of himself. I don't know where he was. Maybe it was New York, maybe it was not Miami or something, but he was on a bike and he was just riding his bike, and then 50 Cent commented, "You know he's smiling because there's no seat on that bike."
But that's 50, always ready to pounce, always armed with a loaded clip of insults, ready to fire. And when Diddy's world started unraveling, 50 was front and center, making sure the world knew he'd been right all along. Whether it was Diddy's shady dealings, the unsolved mysteries surrounding Tupac's murder, or his weird parties, 50 Cent's name was the one on everyone's lips. And don't forget, Eminem didn't hold back either. And while he was pretty low-key, he was very clear that he feared no one. Not even Diddy. Like, with lines like the day Diddy admits he put the hit out on Pac in his track Kill Shot. Yeah, they were going there. This feud is deep, and 50 Cent has made sure Diddy knows that when it comes to real beef, there's no mercy. Next, the Lox. Now, the Lox, Jada, Styles, and Sheik were once the shining stars of Diddy's Bad Boy records. I know, we are going into a deep memory lane, but hang in there. They came in as hungry, gritty lyricists from Yonkers, bringing a much-needed edge to the glitzy, party-heavy world of Puff's empire. But what started as a powerful partnership quickly turned into a full-blown conflict. See, while Diddy was out here living his best life, throwing lavish parties, flexing his shiny suits, and putting on for the flashy label lifestyle, the Lox were all about that raw, street-level rap. They didn't need the glimmer of the Bad Boy brand. They wanted respect, and they wanted their music to speak for itself. It wasn't long before the tension started to build. The Lox were frustrated with the label's approach and felt like their artistic integrity was being compromised for the sake of Puff's vision of success. And this all came to a head in one of the most infamous moments in hip-hop history. Styles P threw a chair at Diddy during a heated exchange. Clipped. Yeah, you heard that right, a chair.
It was probably after the argument with Diddy, when Styles threw the chair at Puff. I mean, I ain't sure, but that was probably the last.
It was the moment that signaled the end of their relationship with Bad Boy Records. They were done, fed up. They knew they needed to get out, and they fought tooth and nail to break free from their contract. But the drama didn't end there. One of the biggest issues? The publishing rights. Diddy was sitting on 50% of the Lox's publishing, something that didn't sit well with the group. Jada Kiss, never one to bite his tongue, made it crystal clear. Puff ain't sharing the wealth.
When we had this situation, we knew that we couldn't win financially. Litigation, the pennies we had would have been gone after 2 court days. We sat down like, this could go all wrong. The only power we got is the street. We gonna take this route, risk it all. We gonna do it together. We pushed the button through the grace of God, the streets. Shout out to Diddy.
The Lox wanted out, and they wanted to own their own music, their own royalties. But Puffy wasn't the type to let go easily. It turned into a long, drawn-out battle that involved lawyers, arguments, and plenty of tension in the air. After years of fighting, the Lox finally managed to free themselves from the Bad Boy contract. But even when they eventually reconciled with Diddy, the bad blood between them never fully went away. That unresolved tension still loomed in the background. Fast forward to 2023, when Diddy brought back the Bad Boy reunion tour. The Lox made it clear, no matter how many years had passed, they weren't letting go of the past. When it came time to reunite on stage, the Lox made sure everyone knew, Puffy's not welcome in their camp anymore. Sure, the Lox have had a few moments of peace with Diddy over the years, but the scars from those early days remain. The relationship between Diddy and the Lox is a perfect example of how the pursuit of money and power in the music industry can tear apart even the closest of alliances. The Lox might have moved on to greater success, but they never forgot how Diddy treated them during their time at Bad Boy. Now, y'all might be shocked about this one, but believe me or not, Kanye West was not really an avid supporter of Diddy before. Yup, you heard that right. He ain't BFF with Diddy before, y'all, especially since we all know that this man is a whole different breed when it comes to controversy. If there's one thing you can count on with Kanye, it's that he's never afraid to speak his mind, no matter who it might offend. And when it comes to Diddy, Ye made it more than clear that he doesn't buy into any of that brother love hype. Nah, Kanye's too real for that. Let's talk about 2022 for a second. Diddy gave an interview where he was asked about Kanye's infamous White Lives Matter shirt. You know, the one that sent shockwaves through the culture. Now, Diddy didn't outright condemn Kanye, but he made it clear he couldn't support that kind of move. He said he couldn't back Ye's message, but he didn't go all the way in either. Well, what does Ye do? He hits Diddy up with a straight-up cold text. Come do something illegal to me now, please. Yeah, you heard that right. Kanye was out here asking for the smoke, and not in the metaphorical sense. It was savage. I mean, Ye didn't just call him out. He went full throttle, but it didn't end there. Diddy, being the mogul he is, tried to take a more measured approach. He wanted to talk, have a meeting, maybe squash whatever tension was brewing. What does Ye say? Fuck you!
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Wait.
G. Clip H. Yeah, that's Kanye for you. Always pushing buttons, always testing limits and never backing down. While Diddy might have hoped to have a heartfelt conversation, Kanye wasn't interested in reconciling on his terms. Yeah, Kanye doesn't care about that one bit because, again, he does not fear Diddy. In fact, Kanye's made it loud and clear that he doesn't need Diddy's approval, nor does he need anyone else's, for that matter. Whether it's his clothing lines, his outspoken opinions, or his musical genius, Ye does things his way, and anyone who doesn't get it can keep it moving. But again, it might not look like that right now. I mean, by the looks of it, it looked like Kanye's whole view of Diddy might have gone a 360-degree turn. We see him make a song with a snippet of his phone call with Puffy and him telling the music mogul he loves him.
I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. And ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, you know what I'm saying? That meant so much, you know what I'm saying, that you reached out to them and took them under your wing while I've been this far from, man. I appreciate you. Word up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me.
I guess things somewhat changed, but the fact that Kanye once stood up against Diddy and cursed him still remains. Okay, let's talk about Eminem and Diddy, a beef that's been simmering for decades and just hit boiling point in 2024. Like, we have briefly mentioned Eminem earlier, but here's a full run-through of why he should be included in this list. Slim Shady's latest album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, is more than just a title. It's a full-on roast session aimed at Diddy. M didn't just throw a few jabs, he came with the whole arsenal. On the track Fuel, featuring J.I.D., M goes straight for the throat. He raps, "I'm like a R-A-P-E-R, got so many S-A's, S-as," a play on words that references Diddy's numerous sexual assault allegations. But he doesn't stop there. He continues, "Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he?" This line cleverly alludes to Diddy's nickname P. Diddy while addressing the serious accusations against him. M then takes it a step further, referencing the tragic deaths of Tupac and Biggie. He raps, "Notorious B.I.G.'s death was the domino effect of Tupac's murder," implying Diddy's involvement in the East Coast-West Coast feud that led to their untimely deaths. But the punches keep coming. On Bad One, M addresses the 2016 incident where Diddy allegedly assaulted his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. He raps, "The fucking bomb with the puffy on I'm blowing up for Kid Cudi's car," referencing the alleged car bombing orchestrated by Diddy in retaliation for Cudi's brief relationship with Cassie. These tracks have sparked a firestorm, with fans and critics alike reacting to M's unfiltered lyrics. Diddy, meanwhile, has denied all allegations and has yet to publicly respond to M's latest diss. Eminem's latest album isn't just a musical project, it's a scorched earth campaign against Diddy. With razor-sharp lyrics and unapologetic delivery, M has once again proven that when it comes to beef, he's never one to back down. Lastly, we have Drake. Oh, you didn't think we were going to skip over Drizzy, did you? The sixth god might not be as outwardly confrontational as 50 Cent or Kanye, but trust, when it comes to Diddy, Drake's got his own way of throwing shade, and it's as subtle as it is savage. Let's rewind to 2014, when rumors started buzzing about a serious altercation between Drake and Diddy at a nightclub. Well, word on the street was that Diddy slapped Drake over a dispute about a song, specifically the track 0 to 100. Now, here's the tea. Diddy allegedly wanted Drake to ghostwrite for him on the song, but Drizzy wasn't having it. Instead, Drake decided to keep the banger for himself. Diddy? Yeah, he didn't take that too well. The rumor is that Diddy punched Drake across the face, and while neither Drake nor Diddy ever fully confirmed the incident, the speculation was enough to send the rap world into a frenzy. No. And from there, things just stayed icy between the two. Now, let's talk about Drake's music, because the man is never too shy to drop little hints and cryptic bars. Take a listen to the track back to back. Yeah, the Meek Mill diss. Drake makes a line referencing Diddy's infamous take that catchphrase from back in the day, almost mocking Diddy's whole persona. It's not subtle at all. Drake knew what he was doing, and the line hits like a little reminder of Diddy's past. Plus, this wasn't the only time Drake threw a dig at Diddy. If you dig deeper into Drake's catalog, you'll find lines that many people believe are shots aimed at Diddy's shady past in the industry, particularly his party boy, over-the-top persona. Now, let's talk about social media. We all know how Drake does. He's never one to fully throw shade out in the open, but he's a master of the cryptic post. Whether it's a mysterious caption or a half-veiled reference, Drake knows how to keep his jabs on the low while still letting his followers know what's up. He's posted some questionable things on Instagram that many fans believe are shots at Diddy's unpredictable, sometimes reckless behavior. You know, the kind of posts that make you say, is he talking about someone? It's clear that Drake has no problem with throwing subtle jabs at Diddy, even if he keeps things civil on the surface. He's not going to come out and call him out in public like 50 or Kanye, but trust, he's always got something to say, whether through his lyrics, his posts, or the way he carries himself. Diddy might not be getting the same level of heat from Drake that he does from others, but rest assured, there's definitely some tension under the surface. So, while Diddy might not be getting the full beef treatment from Drizzy, the shots he's taken are just as telling. They say a lot without saying too much, and that's exactly how Drake likes it. Quiet, but deadly. So, there you have it. The rappers who weren't afraid to call out Diddy, the mogul who's had his fair share of drama but still remains a powerhouse in the industry. From 50 Cent's unfiltered trolling to The Lock's chair-throwing rebellion, Kanye's "fuck you Puffy" moment, and Drake's passive-aggressive disses, it's clear that some of the biggest names in rap have no problem standing up to Diddy. But here's the big question. With all this beef, how much longer will Puffy be able to keep his empire intact? Will the next generation of rappers continue to stand their ground, or will they fall into line like so many others before them? Only time will tell. And as always, we're here for it, ready to bring you the real tea from the hip-hop world. Stay tuned, subscribe, and hit that like button, because trust me, this is just the beginning.